Imagine a United Kingdom where borders are not barriers, but gateways to opportunity. A nation reshaping how it welcomes talent, innovation, and hope from around the world. From new visa systems to digital borders and global partnerships, the UK is no longer just reacting to migration, it is redefining it. This isn't about statistics or politics. It's about a transformation that could shape the country's future for generations. Could we be witnessing the beginning of a new era for immigration in the UK? Stay with us as we uncover the 10 powerful reasons that suggest the answer is yes. Number 1. Post-Brexit realignment. The UK's departure from the European Union marked one of the most defining moments in its modern immigration history. For decades, the movement of people across Europe was largely unrestricted, allowing workers from EU countries to easily live and work in the UK. After Brexit, that framework was dismantled, forcing the country to rethink who could enter and on what terms. This shift created both challenges and opportunities. It ended the automatic right for EU citizens to work in the UK, but opened the door for people from other parts of the world to compete on a level playing field. The new system was designed to prioritize skills, qualifications, and professional contributions rather than nationality, signaling a major philosophical change in how the UK views migration. This transformation rebalanced global access to the UK labour market. Countries that were previously underrepresented in British industries began to emerge as key contributors to the workforce. Sectors such as technology, engineering, and healthcare now attract a more diverse range of applicants. The post-Brexit policies also encouraged employers to focus on talent acquisition from a global pool rather than relying heavily on European workers. As a result, industries are seeing an infusion of new perspectives, languages, and cultural strengths that enrich both professional environments and social dynamics. For many observers, this marks the start of a more inclusive immigration approach, one shaped by merit and need rather than regional privilege. At the same time, this realignment has challenged traditional norms about identity, integration, and opportunity. The emphasis on skilled migration has pushed universities, training institutions, and businesses to better align education and job markets with global standards. By diversifying where talent comes from, the UK is gradually positioning itself as a magnet for international expertise. This reorientation may, redefine the country's economic and cultural fabric for generations. It reflects a broader attempt to modernize national priorities, moving from a European-centered labour model toward a truly international outlook. Whether this becomes a sustainable long-term shift will depend on how effectively policies evolve with changing global demands. But one thing is clear, the post-Brexit era has set the stage for a bold new chapter in UK immigration. Number 2. Skills-based immigration system. The UK's skills-based immigration system represents a major shift toward valuing ability over origin. Introduced after Brexit, it uses a points-based framework that rewards applicants for qualifications, experience, language proficiency, and salary level. This approach replaces the previous freedom of movement model with a structured evaluation designed to attract skilled professionals who can contribute immediately to the economy. By emphasizing measurable criteria, the UK has positioned itself as a destination for talented individuals from every corner of the world. This transformation has encouraged people from countries such as India, Nigeria, and the Philippines to view the UK as a land of opportunity, creating a more globally balanced workforce that reflects modern economic realities. Employers have also adjusted to this evolving system by focusing on long-term talent development rather than temporary labor. The healthcare sector, for instance, has seen an influx of international nurses and doctors meeting urgent staffing needs, while technology firms are hiring skilled engineers and data specialists who bring innovation and global perspectives. The hospitality and construction industries are following suit, offering roles that meet defined skill thresholds rather than relying solely on regional labor. The emphasis on competence ensures that immigration is aligned with economic growth rather than political convenience. For many analysts, this system reflects a pragmatic evolution, one that integrates fairness, flexibility, and economic strategy into a single model. Beyond its economic function, The skills-based system sends a symbolic message about the kind of society the UK aims to build. It highlights openness to global talent, respect for expertise, and recognition of merit regardless of nationality. By linking migration to skill rather than geography, the policy redefines what it means to be a contributor to national progress. Over time, this approach could elevate the UK's global competitiveness, enhance diversity in leadership roles, and encourage innovation across industries. While it remains to be seen how this framework adapts to future economic and political pressures, it has already set a powerful precedent, one where the ability to contribute meaningfully outweighs the passport a person holds. Number 3. Labour shortages in key sectors. Across the UK, growing labour shortages have become a powerful driving force behind immigration reform. Industries such as healthcare, agriculture, construction, and hospitality are facing serious staffing challenges that threaten productivity and public services. The pandemic accelerated these shortages, revealing how deeply the nation depends on migrant workers to keep essential sectors functioning. Hospitals struggled to fill medical positions, farms lacked seasonal workers, and restaurants faced service gaps. This imbalance highlighted the urgent need for a system that could respond quickly to economic realities. As a result, immigration policy began evolving toward flexibility, allowing skilled and semi-skilled workers from abroad to fill vital roles that domestic recruitment alone could not sustain. The government's decision to expand visa categories and simplify sponsorship processes reflects this changing outlook. Shortage occupation lists were updated to include a wider range of professions, from care assistants to construction specialists, enabling faster recruitment of international talent. Businesses that once relied heavily on EU labour began to look to Asia, Africa, and Latin America for workers who could meet urgent demands. This diversification not only fills employment gaps, but also enhances the quality and adaptability of the workforce. Migrants bring new skills, work ethics, and cultural insights that strengthen industries under strain. Many employers now view immigration not as a challenge but as an essential solution for long-term economic stability. The consequences of these shortages extend far beyond economics. They influence public perception and policy direction. A society once divided over immigration debates now increasingly acknowledges the practical benefits of a steady and skilled migrant population. The success of the NHS, food supply chains, and major infrastructure projects depends on it. As the UK strives to remain globally competitive, immigration is becoming less about control and more about collaboration. Labour shortages have, paradoxically, opened a new conversation, one where immigration is recognized as a cornerstone of resilience and progress, rather than a temporary fix for workforce gaps. Number 4. Rise of international students. The UK has witnessed a remarkable rise in international students, transforming universities into gateways for global talent. Over the past few years, education has become one of the most powerful channels of immigration, attracting young people eager to study, work, and build futures in the country. The introduction of the graduate route visa, which allows students to remain and work for up to 2 years after graduation, has made the UK even more appealing. Universities in cities like London, Manchester, and Edinburgh are drawing students from nations such as India, China, and Nigeria, creating a diverse academic community that fuels both intellectual and economic growth. These students not only pay substantial tuition fees, but also contribute billions annually through housing, transportation, and everyday spending, strengthening local economies across the nation. Beyond finances, international students bring innovation and global perspectives that enrich academic life. Research collaborations have expanded, cultural exchange has flourished, and British institutions have gained stronger reputations on the world stage. Many students transition from education into professional roles, filling crucial skill shortages in healthcare, finance, and technology. Their presence also fosters social connections that enhance tolerance and multicultural understanding within communities. The government's focus on making post-study employment more accessible reflects a recognition that these graduates are valuable long-term assets. By retaining them, The UK ensures that the investment made in education directly benefits its own workforce and industries, rather than being lost to global competitors. This surge of international students signals a broader redefinition of immigration as an engine of innovation rather than a burden. It demonstrates that migration can be structured around opportunity, aspiration, and contribution. As universities become international hubs, the UK strengthens its soft power, extending influence far beyond its borders through alumni networks and academic partnerships. Each student represents a potential bridge between nations, cultures, and industries. Their success stories shape how the world perceives Britain open, forward-thinking, and connected to global progress. The rise of international students may be one of the clearest indicators that the UK is stepping confidently into a new era of inclusive and knowledge-driven immigration. Number 5. Global Talent and Innovation Visas. The introduction of Global Talent and Innovator Founder Visas has reshaped the UK's approach to attracting world-class professionals and entrepreneurs. These programs are designed to bring in individuals who can drive innovation, create jobs, and strengthen emerging industries. Unlike traditional work permits tied to specific employers, these visas prioritize creativity, leadership, and potential for impact. Scientists, engineers, artists, and tech entrepreneurs are finding new opportunities to settle and contribute under flexible rules that value originality over bureaucracy. This reflects a shift from merely filling labor shortages to actively cultivating innovation ecosystems capable of sustaining long-term economic growth. By focusing on ideas and invention, the UK aims to secure its place as a global hub for talent in science, technology, and creative sectors. Cities such as London, Manchester, and Cambridge have become magnets for startups led by international founders. These entrepreneurs are not just bringing investment, but also fresh approaches to problem-solving and global market access. The presence of innovators from diverse backgrounds accelerates collaboration and fosters a culture of experimentation that benefits both local and national economies. The policy structure encourages high-skilled individuals to launch ventures, partner with universities, and participate in groundbreaking research. This synergy between government, academia, and industry strengthens the UK's reputation as a country where great ideas can thrive, regardless of where their creators come from. Beyond economic influence, the Global Talent and Innovator Founder Visas symbolize the UK's evolving identity in a competitive world. They demonstrate confidence in openness, creativity, and global cooperation as strategic advantages. By welcoming visionary thinkers, the nation builds bridges between cultures and disciplines, while future-proofing its economy against technological disruption. These pathways show that modern immigration is not just about movement, but about momentum, the ability to attract those who redefine industries and inspire progress. This forward-looking policy captures the spirit of a new era in UK immigration, one defined by excellence, inclusion, and a shared ambition to lead the world through innovation and talent. Number 6. Demographic Challenges. The UK is facing a growing demographic imbalance marked by an aging population and a declining birth rate. This shift threatens the stability of the workforce, public services, and long-term economic growth. As the proportion of retirees increases, the pressure on younger workers and the tax system intensifies. Immigration has become a vital mechanism to counter these trends, bringing in younger, skilled individuals who can support industries, sustain pensions, and ensure essential services continue functioning effectively. Migrants often fill crucial roles in sectors such as healthcare, social care, and logistics areas, where domestic recruitment struggles to keep pace. Their contribution is not only economic but also social, breathing new life into communities that might otherwise experience stagnation or decline. Demographic change also influences how government policies are shaped. Planners and economists now recognize that without steady immigration, the UK's working-age population would shrink significantly over the next few decades. This would reduce productivity and limit innovation potential. By attracting global talent, the UK offsets population decline and secures a more balanced age structure. Families arriving from abroad contribute to local schools, housing markets, and community networks, ensuring long-term social stability. This intergenerational renewal strengthens both rural and urban regions, preventing depopulation and encouraging local growth. The reality is that immigration has become one of the few effective tools to maintain demographic resilience in a rapidly aging society. Beyond statistics, these population shifts carry cultural and human significance. Immigrants bring youth, energy, and diverse worldviews that enrich social interactions and foster creativity. Their integration into British society challenges stereotypes and promotes mutual understanding. The demographic challenge is not merely about numbers. It is about sustaining vitality and opportunity for future generations. By embracing immigration as part of the solution, the UK acknowledges a universal truth: nations thrive when they remain open to renewal. This acceptance marks a crucial step in redefining the country's identity, positioning immigration as a cornerstone of demographic and economic survival in the 21st century. Number 7. Humanitarian commitments. The UK's evolving immigration landscape is increasingly shaped by its humanitarian commitments to people fleeing conflict, persecution, and crisis. Over recent years, the government has implemented pathways for refugees from regions such as Ukraine, Afghanistan, and Hong Kong, demonstrating a renewed sense of global responsibility. These initiatives go beyond short-term relief, offering stability and opportunity to individuals who have lost everything. The humanitarian aspect of immigration reflects a moral and diplomatic dimension that extends far beyond economics. By welcoming those in need, the UK reinforces its image as a nation grounded in compassion, international cooperation, and respect for human rights. This commitment not only saves lives but also enhances the country's global reputation as a defender of freedom and dignity. These humanitarian policies also have practical benefits for British society. Refugees and displaced individuals often become active contributors once given the chance to rebuild their lives. Many establish businesses, pursue education, or join essential sectors such as healthcare and community services. Their resilience and determination bring energy to local economies, while their diverse experiences enrich the cultural fabric of the nation. The government's emphasis on integration programs, language training, housing support, and employment guidance shows an understanding that successful resettlement benefits both the newcomers and the communities that host them. The humanitarian approach, therefore, merges empathy with pragmatism, turning what could be viewed as a burden into an opportunity for renewal and growth. The UK's stance on humanitarian immigration also strengthens its geopolitical influence. By providing refuge and protection, the nation builds diplomatic goodwill and aligns itself with global partners on humanitarian issues. These efforts demonstrate that compassion and strategic policy can coexist, offering a blueprint for balanced migration governance. In a world where displacement is increasing due to war and climate change, such leadership becomes vital. The humanitarian dimension of immigration marks a turning point in national identity, showing that moral action and social progress can move hand in hand. Through this lens, the UK is not only responding to crises, but also shaping a more humane and globally responsible future. Number 8. Regional immigration policies. A growing conversation within the UK revolves around the need for region-specific immigration policies that reflect local economic realities. Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland have long argued that a one-size-fits-all national system does not adequately serve their unique labour markets and demographic needs. Rural and remote areas in particular face depopulation, ageing communities, and persistent skill shortages that threaten regional sustainability. The idea of devolved immigration powers or tailored visa routes is gaining traction as a solution to these challenges. Scotland, for example, has proposed a rural visa pilot to attract migrants willing to live and work in sparsely populated areas. Such initiatives aim to rebalance population distribution, stimulate local economies, and prevent the decline of essential services in communities that need revitalization. This regional focus represents a shift in how immigration is understood, no longer merely as a national issue, but as a strategic tool for local growth. By aligning migration policy with regional development plans, authorities can address specific labor demands more effectively. Manufacturing hubs could attract engineers, agricultural regions could recruit seasonal workers, and coastal towns could revive tourism industries through targeted recruitment. These tailored approaches would empower local governments to shape their futures while maintaining coherence with national priorities. The success of similar programs in Canada and Australia has strengthened the argument that regionalized immigration can enhance both economic performance and social cohesion across diverse territories. Regional immigration policies also carry symbolic importance for unity within the UK. They acknowledge the different identities, aspirations, and challenges faced by each nation and region, fostering a more inclusive sense of belonging. Encouraging migrants to settle outside major cities could ease pressure on housing and infrastructure, while promoting balanced development. This localized approach could transform immigration into a mechanism for renewal rather than concentration, ensuring that prosperity reaches every corner of the country. By empowering regions to attract and retain global talent, the UK can build a more resilient, equitable, and dynamic society, one where migration supports not only national goals, but also the local dreams that keep the country thriving. Number 9. Political and public shifts. Public and political attitudes toward immigration in the UK are undergoing a significant transformation. Once dominated by debates over border control and job competition, the national conversation has evolved toward recognizing the essential role migrants play in society. The pandemic served as a turning point, revealing how deeply the country relies on foreign workers in healthcare, logistics, and essential services. Doctors, nurses, and delivery workers from abroad became symbols of resilience and dedication during a time of crisis. This visibility helped shift perceptions, fostering a growing sense of respect and appreciation among the public. While political discourse remains complex, there is a clear movement toward more balanced, fact-based discussions about the benefits of immigration rather than fear-driven narratives. Political parties are beginning to adapt to this changing sentiment. Policies that once focused solely on restriction are being reframed around responsibility, opportunity, and integration. The emphasis has shifted from reducing numbers to ensuring that immigration supports the economy, strengthens communities, and aligns with long-term national interests. Cross-party discussions increasingly highlight the importance of attracting talent and addressing labor shortages rather than enforcing rigid limits. The recognition that immigration contributes to innovation, culture, and population balance is gradually reshaping legislative priorities. This evolution reflects a broader political maturity, an understanding that immigration is not a problem to solve, but a reality to manage strategically and humanely. Public opinion polls indicate growing support for skilled and humanitarian immigration when it is well regulated and transparent. Communities that have benefited from migrant workers in hospitals, schools, and small businesses often express pride in their diversity. Media narratives are also shifting, portraying stories of success, entrepreneurship, and cultural exchange instead of focusing solely on conflict or division. These subtle yet powerful changes suggest that the UK is entering a new phase of immigration discourse, one characterized by pragmatism, empathy, and shared interest. The political and public landscape is aligning around a more constructive vision of immigration as a force for progress, unity, and national renewal in a rapidly changing world. Number 10. Technological transformation and border digitalization. The UK's immigration system is entering a digital revolution that reflects its broader shift toward modernization and efficiency. Traditional paper-based visa processes and physical documentation are being replaced by streamlined, technology-driven systems designed to improve both security and accessibility. The introduction of electronic travel authorizations, biometric verification, and online application portals represents a fundamental transformation in how people enter and remain in the country. Artificial intelligence and data analytics now play a growing role in assessing applications, identifying risks, and reducing processing times. These innovations allow for smarter border management while maintaining the flexibility needed to attract skilled professionals, students, and investors. By embracing technology, the UK is crafting an immigration system that is faster, fairer, and more adaptable to global demands. Digital borders also enhance transparency and accountability. The ability to track visa statuses in real time and maintain secure digital records reduces human error and bureaucratic delays. Employers can verify work eligibility instantly, universities can manage student records efficiently, and travelers experience smoother entry procedures. These advancements create a seamless connection between migration policy and national security. They also reflect the government's commitment to maintaining high standards of protection without compromising openness. Through digital identity systems and automated clearance points, the country aims to balance convenience with control, ensuring that immigration remains both humane and efficient in a rapidly evolving world. This technological transformation carries symbolic weight as well. It signals a nation preparing for the future, one that values innovation not just in business but in governance. By investing in digital infrastructure, the PRSS on the FTS, UK reinforces its position as a leader in global mobility management. Technology makes the immigration process more inclusive by reducing barriers for applicants and promoting equal access. The digitalization of borders represents more than modernization. It embodies a philosophical shift toward agility, intelligence, and global connectivity. This fusion of innovation and openness defines what many see as the dawn of a new era for immigration in the United Kingdom, where progress is guided by precision, empathy, and forward-looking design. The landscape of immigration in the United Kingdom is undergoing one of its most profound transformations in modern history. From the post-Brexit realignment to the rise of digital borders, each shift reflects a nation rethinking its place in an interconnected world. Immigration is no longer viewed purely through the lens of control or restriction, but as a strategic force driving growth, innovation, and renewal. Skilled professionals, entrepreneurs, students, and refugees are contributing to a new social and economic fabric that is more diverse, dynamic, and forward-focused. The UK is learning that openness, when balanced with effective governance, can be a powerful engine for progress. This new era of immigration is about inclusion and adaptability. It shows how global talent can strengthen local communities, how humanitarian commitments can enhance international standing, and how technology can make the system more transparent and humane. Every policy, every reform, and every story of success points toward a future built on collaboration rather than division. The question is no longer whether the UK should embrace change it already has. The real challenge lies in maintaining the momentum, ensuring that immigration continues to serve both people and progress. The transformation underway is not temporary. It is the beginning of a lasting evolution that will define Britain's global identity in the years ahead.